Nah, we live. I can check the feed for y'all.
What we live on?
Memphis. Yeah, Memphis Fleet. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, before we get started, we're going to turn and face the east and give our praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
and double honors as always to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who were well and who taught the truth. Today is March 8th, March 8th, 2025, the hopeful year of deliverance and the destruction and judgment upon Esau, Edom, so-called white man. And you know, that's what we're here to do, man. We're here to prophesy the downfall of America, aka Babylon the Great, week in, week out. You know, we put up these lessons day in and day out to chant the downfall of America, man, because this is what we are here to do. We're not here to play games. We're not here to feast, to have fun. We're here to prophesy the downfall of America, man, because we want to get the hell out of here. So you have something real quick? We're not here to play games, man. You got it.
This is Jeremiah 28 and verse 9. It says the prophet which, sorry, that's the wrong one. There you go. Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
War and of evil and of pestilence. That's what the apostles and the prophets of old was here to do. And we're coming in that same fold to prophesy the downfall of America, man, the downfall of this wicked society. Because it promotes and uplifts nothing but filthiness and nothing but ungodliness and filth, man. They said what? Of war and of evil and pestilence, because that is what is coming to America. That's what is coming to this society, man. Peace is not coming to America. Safety, security is not coming to America, man. To this society. They want to say that Trump is going to bring forth, you know, an age of peace, the golden age of America. Trump ain't bringing that, man. We're bringing forth the downfall of America, man. Real quick, you get Ezekiel 2 at the end, real quick. Because when you go into these scriptures, it's not all love and peace, sunshine, rainbows, sugar, spice, and everything nice, man. It's all about destruction, judgment, and salvation of Israel. So for our Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, no other nation has a lot within salvation within the scripture, man.
Yeah. Ezekiel 2:9. And when I looked, and behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without.
Which is the scriptures, go ahead.
And there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe.
And there was written therein lamentations, mourning, and woe. That's what is coming to America, and that's what is written within the scriptures. There ain't no peace within the scriptures, man, but there is peace for the Israelites. But when it comes to the other nations, there is no peace, no safety, no security, man. They're not written to receive this salvation. They're written to receive judgment, damnation, and ultimately to be put in chains, man, for what they have done to the nation of Israel. Brother got something real quick? Go ahead.
This is Exodus chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is a man of war. The Lord is his name.
So it says that the Lord is a man of war. He's not a man of peace, you know, love, security, you know, sunshine, rainbows. The Lord is here to bring forth war, man. As it goes into Ecclesiastes 3, there's a time and a place, a season for everything. And now is not the time for peace. Now is not the time for love. Now is not the time for feasting. What is saying in Ecclesiastes 7? That the heart of the
Heart of the king.
Heart
of the
Proverbs 27:1.
Ecclesiastes 7, I believe it is. Going 7. Well, it is better to go into the house of mourning than to go in the house of feasting. Slocky, yeah, that's what I was going into. It is better for us to go into the house of mourning than the feasting, because you see, when you look at Bill Street, okay, go ahead.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to heart.
For that is the end of all men. So when you're only focused on, you know, feasting, playing games, going out, partying. You know, there's an order to everything. You know, you can't always go out, you can't always drink, you can't always do that. It's like the apostles and elders were going into the other day. Sometimes you gotta fast from that shit. It says, not all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. You can't just drink every day. You can't just party every day. And it goes same with the scriptures. Because there's a balance to everything. You can't study all day. You can't, you know, be in the scriptures all day because you're going to wear out yourself. It says much studying is a weary to the flesh. Weariness to the flesh. So there's a balance to everything. You know, find a hobby, find something you like to do outside of the truth, which is lawful, of course. But at the same time, make sure that this truth is your main priority because we are in the times of destruction, the time of judgment. And we're seeing the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua bringing forth that judgment right before our very eyes. Because it says, what in 1 Peter 4:17, that the judgment of the Most High will begin at the house of God. And we're seeing it right now before our very eyes, man. That the Lord is bringing forth judgment upon those who say that they're Israelites, but they're not following after the ways of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Got something else?
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Speak thou the words of prophecy. Speak down there to my people the words of prophecy. When I hear, you get a Revelation 19 and 10. Because we're not here to speak our own words. Because when you go into that word prophesy, it says to say before something happens, to speak of future events. We're not here to tell you what we want to hear. Because you have a lot of camps telling you, filthy lucre's sake. They're telling you, trying to make merchandise of the truth. They're trying to tell you stuff to big themselves up and to really get your money. There's accounts coming out now about, other camps that they're getting money from younger men that just came into the truth. Extortion. They called the dude the extortioner, man. That's not a good look. And when you go into that Ecclesiastes 10, and you go into the leader of the people, it says, such as the leader of the people is, so are his men, so are his people. So just as the leaders are, you're going to show forth what his officers, the people under him was like as well. And we're seeing it right now. You got that real quick?
Yep. Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. That's what Yahushua was in. That's the spirit Yahushua was in. And we're following after our big brother. He is the author and finisher of our faith. So we're following after that same said, that same going.
Got one more.
Yep.
John 7 and 16, Yahushua answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me.
It's not our doctrine, man. It's not of us. This is of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua. That's why we are standing here today, because it is of the Lord. It's not of us. The Lord we didn't bring ourselves in. The Lord brought us in this, man. And brought the Yahweh Shem Yahshua, that he brought us into this belief. And Lord willing, he keeps us in this, man, because this is life. This is the book of life, which shall lead unto salvation, unto restoration. Because that's what the disciples at the time was asking Yahushua in Acts the 1st chapter. Will thou this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? They're asking, is now the time that you're going to bring the kingdom to Israel? Are you going to make us gods now? You're going to make us immortal now? This is what they was believing, and then that's the same thing that we're coming into. A Lord willing, the Lord keep us in that same moment. And we don't get kicked out and exposed like these other cats, man. Yah forbid, man, because it says what? That many are called, but few are chosen. Yah forbid we go into that lot, man. Everybody here, and then the likewise brothers, that teach the same doctrine, and is in the faith and that believes sincerely. You got something for us?
Gun, I had that precept of laying back on what he was reading in 2nd Ezra 15 to go with it's not ye to speak. Gun, this is Matthew 10 and verse 20, and it reads, for it is not ye to speak, but the spirit of your Father which speaketh in you.
Yeah, so it's not us speaking, man. So everything that we say, everything that we do, even when it comes to a righteous man, to a wicked man, everything that we do, it is according to the Lord Yahweh Shemi outside. It's not that us that speaketh, but it's the Lord that speaketh within us. And that's why we stand so boldly, starting with our apostles and elders, of course, from Great Millstone on down. We stand boldly out here, no matter the weather, no matter the circumstances, no matter the scoffings, the scornings, the mockings. We stand out here boldly to preach the Lord Yahweh Shemi outside, because what it says, we have been made fools for Mashiach's sake. It says we have also been made a spectacle unto the people. When you go into the word spectacle, it goes into theatron, which means people making a sport of you. They mocking you, they gazing at you. You know, like back in the Roman days when they would go to those circuses, and then they would, they would laugh at the little circus people doing their little mimes and shit like that. That's what we're made for, man. But through doing that, we're made perfect. Through doing that, we're made the sons of the Heavenly Father, man. Through scoffing, scorning, and brought low.
And the one says in scripture, before honor is humiliation. Right now we're going through a humiliation trial. But you got certain other Israelite group, certain leaders, they don't want to go through no humiliation trial. They want to receive their honor right now. They want to get the money, the bag, the fame, all the attention right now. And what do the Lord do? He brings that humiliation upon them.
Yeah, because just like you was going into, man, they want that fame and glory now. They want to be brought up low or brought up high. They want to, come in on horses. Coming up through UFC. Nate. Yeah, Bishop Nathaniel. They want to come. You got the purple and the gold. Look, our garments, brother man have a nice garment, but they have nice guys on. I ain't gonna lie. And then you got the ones with the little spikes going down. You got the shades, the turbans. Come on, man. Yahweh Shai came in on a donkey. You got Bishop Nathaniel coming on on a horse, man. That should show you something. You got it, brother.
This is Matthew chapter 23, verse 12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that humble himself shall be exalted.
Whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, man. When you going, can the brother get that word abased real quick? Just for edification purposes. And it said that whosoever shall humble himself shall be exalted. So that's the stead that we're coming into, Lord willing. Being humble, contrite, so that we can be brought up high by the Lord Yahweh Shemi outside, and not putting ourselves on the high block, so that we be brought down by the Lord, man. I got that word?
This is the word of base in the online etymology, late 14th century, and it goes into reduce in rank.
Reduce in rank. So you're going to exalt yourself just for the Lord to reduce you, man. Spirit had to chime in, man. The Lord, you exalting yourself, and then the Lord's going to reduce you, man, to the bottom. And another scripture, I believe in Luke, going into how a man coming into the wedding chambers, and he sitteth in the highest seat, and then the Lord brings him down, or the man of that wedding says, hey, man, that's not your seat. I got somebody, that seat's reserved for somebody else. I need you to go to the lower chambers. Instead, we going to the lower chambers, and then the Lord coming to us, hey, man, your seat's up there. I need you to go up there. And then, we let the Lord exalt us, man. We're not exalting ourselves. God forbid, man. Got something real quick?
I'm going to get this. Because this was John stated. I'm going to jump around a little bit. This is John 3, and I'm going to start at verse 27. John answered and said, a man receiveth nothing except to be given him from heaven. Ye yourselves bear witness that I said I am not the Mashiach, but that I am sent before him.
Nothing is ours, man. This is the Lord's. It says what, that we came into this world with nothing, and we're going to leave out of this world with nothing. It's not ours, man. This is all the Lord Yahweh Shemi outside. You got it.
John 3 and 30. He must increase, but I must decrease. And that's plain and simple. So basically, he's like, no, man, the Lord got to increase. Dealing with basically the works. He doing the works. We just vessels. So you honor him. You're not supposed to honor, man. In due time, you'll receive that, but the Lord got to receive his glory first. He ain't getting it. He ain't getting on earth right now. If we get servants, you know, what it's saying, we're not better than our master. So we're going to go through what he going through. And I'm going to get this real quick. Romans 12:3, it says, "For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think." Because then that's when you start to think highly, you start to increase. You start to increase in wickedness. What's the other word? Not jealousy. Pride. Yep. You start to increase yourself. You know, the Lord is what it's saying. That's Corinthians. One man water upon us. Damn. Somebody read that. You know, because basically the damn, I forgot how to go. I'm gonna keep reading this. I forgot. I haven't read it in a while. It says, Romans 12:3, "For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as the Most High have dealt to every man the measure of faith." So every single last one of us, we have our own set gift, we have our own measure of faith, you know, and grow by therein. You know, you ask the Lord to help you grow. And you stick to the basics, the milk scriptures that will help you grow. And then the Lord will, you know, he'll bring that increase upon you. You know, if y'all got that though.
This is a precept you want to. This is 1 Corinthians 3:6, and it says, "I have planted, Apollos water, but Yahweh Shema Abishai gave the increase."
The Lord gave the increase. We're not here to increase ourselves, man. We're not here because even when you come into like you watering something, it's not, you know, you watering, you babying the plant, but ultimately it's the Lord that is giving that increase. Even when you're sick, you take that herb, you take that medicine, you take the ginger, you take the turmeric, the garlic. It's not the effects of that heals you. It's the prayer to the Lord Yahweh singing outside. The Lord is the one that gives the increase. The Lord is the one that increases you day in and day out, man. And if you feel like you're not getting that increase, then pray to the Lord for that increase. And if you pray for that increase, be ready for the Lord to put you in positions, you know, to handle that increase, man. You know, the Lord may put you through trials, tribulations, and to go through a more increase. Because when you make gold better, when you purify it, it has to go through the fire. And that's not something light, man. To get all the impurities, the dross off of it, you got to put it through the fire.
So you're going to be tried, you know, you're going to be put through certain things. It says not to think something strange that just came upon you. You know, your fiery trial in the book of Peter's. You know, and so when certain things happen to you, like this morning, you know, it's to build you up. Everything is to build you up. And it's hard to say, you know, but the longer you stay in, the more hell you're going to go through. But at the same time, you're going to see the growth. You're going to feel the growth. You know?
All right, go ahead. You got something to put on?
This is Luke chapter 14, verse 8. "When thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest a more honorable man than thou be bidden of him."
Go ahead.
That's it.
It should be a little bit more.
Okay. "And he that bade thee, and him," picking up at verse 9, "and he that bade thee, and him come and say to thee, give this man place."
Yeah, give this man place. Hey, man, you in the more honorable man's seat, man. I need you to get out. It ain't gonna be no side. I think you should. No, they gonna tell you, hey, man, this is his spot. I need you to get up out of here, man. So because we're seeing a lot of men that's happening to now. You got a lot of men that wanted that high up seat, and the Lord's revealing them, man. Hey, that's not your seat, man. That's not your spot. You got something real quick?
I got one real quick to land back with that. Yeah. This is Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach 7 and verse 4. Seek not it says, seek not of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Abishai, preeminence, neither of the king the seat of honor. Yeah, you know, like you said, you know, their preeminence, you know, and you know, the elder Ariala and Dallas, he had just did a lesson going into just because you're around the top man don't make you the top man, you know, the top guy. So, you know, you can't seek that preeminence, like, you know, you can't seek, you know, like that seat of honor. You know, you got to know your spot, man. You know,
Be humble.
Yeah, you know.
You got a little bit more on that, brother?
Yeah, I did. Have some. This is Luke chapter 14, verse 9. And he that bade thee and him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room.
We see a lot of men that's shameful right now as well too, because they took that high place, and the Lord said, hey, that's not your seat, man. You keep going on that, brother.
Picking up at verse 10. But when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room. And when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher. Then shalt thou have worship in the presence of them that sit at meat with thee.
That's it. So that's not your place. You go to the lowest place. That's not your place, brother. I'm gonna need you to go up here. And then shit, you're like, all right, bet. So, we're going to the lowest room right now, which is what we're doing right now. We've been made a spectacle in the whole world, man. We have become the filth of the world, as Apostle Paul said. We're just doing what we do, bringing out the 100% truth, sort of what our apostle and our great news on, and bring people, shame us, they mock us, false accusations, making fun of us, saying that we do this, saying that we do that, when it's all false. We'll take that, man. I believe an elder in Dallas was going into it. He said, we'll take that, man. We'll be the stain on Israel. We'll be called this, because what did Yahweh shall say? He said, if you are my servants, you shall go through this, man. You're going to go through being shamed, mocked, scorned, just as Yahweh shall did. Yahweh shall went through these things. How much more so the true believers of the Lord Yahweh Shah. And then once we get to the kingdom, then shall be known who am I chosen, as it says in 2 Ezra 16. Then shall be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. We're going to become gold, man. It says also that a man shall be as finer gold than the gold of Ophir in Isaiah 13. So it's about to be made known who is right and who is wrong, man. You got something?
Yeah, I got something. This is John chapter 15, verse 18. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. For if you were of the world would love his own. You got other prophets, these other leaders, these other Israelites groups, they want to be loved of the world. That's why they be trying to put on this, trying to serve two masters. It says in the scripture, you can't serve two masters. You can't serve mammon and the Lord. Mammon is money. These niggas want to put on this cultivate personality, trying to, hey, I'm all for the Crips. I'm all for my niggas. Like, you supposed to put off the old man. You supposed to put on that new man made in Yahweh Shai. You can't serve the world and also the Lord. Hey, the scripture speak about it's enmity. The world has enmity with the Lord. They have a perfect hatred because this world is wicked. They don't want to do nothing that the Lord requires them to do.
That's it.
I was just gonna make a point. But this is the same guy, Alizé, that said that we don't have to worship Yahweh.
Oh, beautiful. This is John chapter 15, verse 19. If ye were of the world would love his own. Because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hates you.
Yeah. Can we go into that word in the Blue Letter Bible? Go into that word world in was it John 15 real quick? Because I believe it's cosmos. And when you go into cosmos, let's go into Israel. So we're not with the rest of Israel, man. We're not of this world. We're not of this society. And we're not of Israel. We're not with the other camps. We're not about to do a fast, Sunday for the nation of Israel. We, like the elder Yahshua said, we fast all the time. We do these things for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai. We're not of this world, man. Then they had a little slip. They had all the camp names on there. They doing this. They doing this. They better not put GMS on there. GMS ain't. We're not with that. We're not of this world. We're not of Israel, man.
Yeah.
Got something?
Yeah, this is in John 15 to verse 19, the word world, and it goes to Strong's G 2889 cosmos. Yep, which is it says in the outline of biblical usage, it says and and harmonious arrangement. It says order and government.
Right, the government of Israel, man. When you go into that Isaiah 45:17, it says, Israel shall be saved with an everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. That's the world it's talking about, man. Because you got three worlds. You got Eon, Cosmos, and Oikoumene. Now, if there's three different Greek words for the word world, why didn't they just use the same Greek word for each world or of the scriptures? You know, it's a lot of confusion when you try to dig deep with Christianity. Yep. But when you go and start going to the Greek, the meaning of words, you understand that okay, Eon means this, Oikoumene means that, Cosmos means this. So then you got to differentiate the three. Okay, Eon means an age, a time period. Oikoumene means the entire inhabited earth of people, and then Cosmos is going to the nation of Israel. So you gotta understand these words, man. Apostle Paul strictly goes into it, man. You gotta know the meaning of words. You gotta go into the Greek, the Hebrew, and go into the Latin as well. He goes into the Latin because when you go into on the back of the dollar bill, and it says Novus Ordo Seclorum, which goes into New World Order. And then another one, I forget how it's said. Yeah. It goes into he favors our enterprise. What enterprise? The enterprise of the elites, man. The New World Order. So you got to go into the words, man. You got it.
It's Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world. When you go into this word, this world, in a blue letter Bible, it's Eon. Eon means the end of age. What it says in the scripture, it said, for the fashion of this world is going to pass away. So this world right here is going to pass away. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it. They're following. It said, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect of the Most High.
That's it.
So you got to prove what is acceptable to the Most High. Do the things that the Lord requires you to do, what He commands you to do. What is our purpose? To fear the Lord and keep His commandments to the best of our ability. To go out there on the highways and hedges and preach this gospel. Not to sell out for 50 lucre's sake, not to take the bag or whatever, but to preach this word and not let it be about you. It's about the Lord.
Yeah, that's the same thing Yahweh came to do. The same, stead, the same spirit. It's not of me, it's of the Father. Exactly. The words that I speak not of me, but it is of the Father, man. Yeah. So what makes us any better to come in our own manner, in our own will, in our own filthy lucre, in our own pleasures, man? We're not here to do it ourselves, man, because we can't do it ourselves. We need Yahweh side. We need Yahweh side. We need this truth, man, in order to survive.
Doing it ourselves got us here. Exactly. In previous captivities, and that's pride. One departed away from His maker. We're paraphrasing. That's the beginning of pride. We depart from it. Pride when the Lord got us. No, He's not going to always be sweet to the nation of Israel. It has to be judged, and that's the balance of it.
Chastising. Yeah, punishing. Because when your son does wrong, you want to punish him. You want to chastise him. Hebrews 12, it says your earthly fathers chastise you. How much more so when your heavenly Father does? Is it not for your benefit? So and then when your father chastises you, punish you said you're not gonna know or remember this now, but when you're older, you're gonna know why I did this to you. And then you go back to your pops, years later, you know what, pops, I know why you did this. I understand. Thank you. It's the same thing with the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shemi outside. We're going to, He's chastising us, He's bringing through this, and then to make us better, to make us more men, to make us kings, priests, and ultimately gods, man.
This is Ephesians backing them up with being transformed by the renewing of your mind. Ultimately, this is what's happening. Ephesians 5. And I'm going to start in 25. It says, husbands, love your wives, even as Mashiach also loved the church and gave Himself for, that He may sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. So now you're washed and baptized by this word. The church, this is the church right here. This is the building, this is the house. We the body of the Lord. And so right here is church, and we all have been washed, you know, by this word. You know, you've been purified. And when you hear his word, it's like, oh shit. You know, that Hebrews 4 hits your ass because it's like, damn, the scope is on myself now because now I know I've been going off doing this. And so you start to transform your spirit, but really the Lord is doing it, you know, and you start to think like, damn, I need to go this way. I've been going to the left. I need to go to the right. Yep. You know, which is the way of salvation. And I'm going to get this, and this is for other camps. Really, I think Romans 6 or 16. Yep. Romans 16, because this is what we're doing, because really, when you camps and you other guys go off, you know, you're being marked. You're being marked by Yahweh Shai. It's not just man getting on you. Yep. You know, it's the Lord getting on you. And the scripture say, mark you, because what's happening, you're going to cause blood to come upon our people and yourself. Because, you know, when they're going off, you got to tell them. So, Romans 16 and 17, now beseech you, brother, mark them which cause divisions and offenses, contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. And so what you're teaching is contrary to the doctrine of Yahweh Shai. Because like when we had quoted or brought out in John 15, the Lord said he didn't come bringing his own doctrine. A lot of you guys, you're taking the doctrine and you bring in your own ways. You know, you're doing the same shit like how they do in churches. It's no different. Yep. And with the gimmicks. Fuck that. Y'all got it.
This is I'm into it. Okay, this is 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they would not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall heap to themselves have teachers having itchy ears. So you're going to have prophets out here, they're going to stray away from the sound doctrine. Like we had the dude Alizé, he came up on the Apostle Tahar, you know. Well, now look at him. He got high-minded, got all proud in the spirit, trying to do his own thing. Teaching his own little doctrine.
Doctrine of the devil.
Exactly. Doctrine of the devil going to lead to destruction in the end. Now it's coming out, right now. Look at all the chaos. All those little leaders, now they breaking apart.
And it was a domino effect. Yep. Because it started with Alizé, exactly. Then it started going to, I think it was the County, something like that. You know, we started hearing about the Hollywood, the extortion. Yep. You know, if this happening there, it's happening in other camps. Well, not Great Millstone, Sakari and other camps of that fashion. You know, hell yeah, because really they all doing it. Yeah. You know, to some form of fashion. You click on that video, you see fucking cash out pop up. Donations. Or you hear they fucking rap now. Where's the teaching of the Lord?
Exactly.
Buy an album. So y'all, it's a not a Ponzi scheme, but it's just straight up distortion, man. But the simple, they're gonna fall into that, and that's what the 2/3 want. That's what they want, and so the Lord is giving you over to them now.
This is Isaiah 30 in verse 9 and verse 10. The point is in verse 10. It says in verse 9 that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh Shai.
Children that will not, sons that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. They're not here. They don't want to hear it, man. We going to Jeremiah 4:22 real quick. They don't want to hear it, man. They want to hear their own flesh. They want to. When you go down, when you continue on, it's going to go into it. You got that Jeremiah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sightless children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
They're wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, man. Take over.
It said, I'm gonna read it again. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. It said, "For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are silent children." You go into the word silent, it means stupid. Our people are stupid. They always try to be wise into doing something evil, wicked. Put it out on World Star, all on social media, all on YouTube, just to get likes, just to get shared. But they don't know nothing about doing something good. You teach them how to be healthy, how to tend to herbs, how to tend to food that's good for your body. They be like, man, I don't want to eat that. I want to eat some hot chips. I want to eat some hot wings. Some abominable food. Food gonna have you send you straight to the doctor. They don't know how to eat healthy. They don't even know how to live.
Yeah, but then complain when your ass just says get amputated, fucking leg or something get cut off, you look fucking dumb. You done been warned multiple times. How many times the Lord got to say it tell you through his man? You know, we came from the same lifestyle that our people, you know, they don't understand that and see that. They just think, you know, we just got it good. No. What will make us, you know, good, Lord will, we are the hopeful elect. You know, that's
It said, well, we can go from there. Jump to something else. Yeah.
Because this is back in Isaiah 30 and verse 10, and it says, "Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits."
And that's what 2/3 of our people, that's what they want to hear. They want to hear smooth things. They want to hear that things that are pleasing to the flesh. That's why you see a whole lot of these other Israelites group with a whole lot of congregation. Because they teach you in certain Israelites group, hey man, we serve a nigga God. Hey, you can still smoke weed. You can still, hey, be you, going up in these church houses. You can come as you are. You can be a mo. You can sleep with another man's woman. And the Lord gonna accept you. What they say that in the scriptures? You can be these things. You gotta put out the old man if you think you're gonna serve the Lord, the true Lord or the Bible, whose name is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. He's not gonna accept no more. He's not gonna accept a man still giving into his flesh.
And that's another thing. What he say? But you gotta serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. These other guys, they don't push those names.
Yep.
Like how it says in Zephaniah, I will turn to my people, a pure language, which they should call upon me with one consent. We've been given the names that will lead us to salvation, to get us about this shit home, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Those are the real names of our Heavenly Father and our brother, our big brother, man. Those are the only names that's going to save you. And the elect is going to believe and call upon their names. This is Hosea. I said, Hosea, man. 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
That's exactly what's happened, man. The Lord has rejected the nation of Israel, but within the Lord rejecting the nation of Israel, he has brought forth back a remnant of the nation of Israel. So, as it says in Isaiah 13, I think verse 20, because the Lord left a remnant within the destruction, so that not all Israel shall be destroyed. Malachi 3 and 6 says that the Lord doesn't change, therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. So according to the promise of the Lord Yahweh that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, it wasn't promised for the whole nation of Israel to be destroyed, but to be blessed, man. So where would that promise be? And that would make the Lord Yahweh a liar, which we know that he is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. So the Lord said that he's going to do something. He promised something to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Therefore, that promise is going to come to pass, whether the people believe it or not.
He said he'll smite earth with a curse. In Malachi, if basically the Israelites didn't wake up. Yeah. You know, so hey, it had to happen.
got that. Isaiah 13 and verse 20. You got something about it real quick? Yeah, I think I said that.
I got Romans. I got it. Back you up.
Yeah.
It's Romans. It says, it's Romans chapter 9, verse 27. It said, Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. So only a remnant going to be saved. And it said, though Israel be as the sand of the sea. And you pick up go to a beach, pick up a handful of sand, you ain't gonna be able to count that sand. So that's the same thing with Israel. Israel is a nation that can't be counted. But 2/3 of our people is going to be destroyed, but only a remnant, 1/3, is going to be saved. Is going to return.
This is the word remnant, online etymology, remaining part or quality, that which is left or remains. Late 14th century, contraction of the remainder, rest, remainder, surplus.
So what's left?
Yeah.
The remainder. The remainder is the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, as well as the rest of the elect scattered abroad, which consists of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. That's who we're out here to do. That's who we're out here to bring forth, the elected nation of Israel. We're not here for everybody.
Excuse me, brother, can you repeat that though?
Repeat what?
What you just said.
About the Israelites being the Israelites,
Yes, sir, brother.
the Jews, or the Israelites in the Bible are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. And I'm saying that salvation is only for the elected nation of Israel, and that's why we're out here, to bring forth the elected nation of
And I
Israel.
received that in the spiritual
We're not here to bring forth all people. We're here to bring forth the Israelites.
I received that in the spiritual way.
All right. So, you got a question?
I got a
Just
question
listen.
to the retaining of faith by not sight. I couldn't understand what my brother to the right of me was understanding.
You couldn't understand what they were saying?
No,
Well,
sir,
if you
sir.
can't understand what they're saying, you're not going to understand what we're saying, because we preach the same doctrine.
Yes, sir. And I'm not trying to see.
We're not going to go back. If you couldn't get it with them, you're not going to get it with us.
Yes, sir.
So if you can sit there and stand there and listen. But if you couldn't get it down there, you're not going to get it down here.
Yes, sir.
Can you get to Isaiah 1 and 9 real quick?
This is Isaiah 1 and verse 9. Except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
So if the Lord didn't leave a small remnant, and not just a small remnant, he said a very small remnant, because when you go into the remnant is already a small number. But when you go into a very small remnant, that means the Lord's not dealing with everybody. The Lord's not dealing with all the nation of Israel. He's not dealing with all nations of people. He's dealing with a very small remnant of the nation of Israel. And the Lord said if he didn't save if he wasn't dealing with that very small remnant, the whole nation of Israel as a whole would become as Sodom and Gomorrah, destroyed. Just as Sodom and Gomorrah and the 5 neighboring cities, man. That's the love and the compassion that the Lord has upon his chosen people, upon Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And through death, the rest of the nation of Israel will come into the fold, whether they believe it or not, man.
But this is Romans 11 and 7. But then Israel have not attained that which he's seeking for, but the election have attained it, and the rest were
The
blind.
election has attained it, and the rest were blinded. This isn't for all people, man. We're not coming in that happy-go-lucky spirit, man. All people can join in. This isn't for everybody, man. Brother, get Matthew 13 and 10 real quick, 13, 9 and 10. This isn't for everybody. The Lord just said, Apostle Paul just said, which Yahweh taught Apostle Paul himself, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. He taught him himself, man. So this is words of Yahweh Shem outside. And he said the election hath attained it and the rest were blinded. What does that mean? The Lord ain't dealing with everybody, man.
Yeah.
You keep going in that real quick.
Hey, I got a question, brother.
Hold up. Always peace. Go ahead.
And that also says in the scriptures, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. If the Lord never chose you before this earth was created, you're never going to get it. The Lord always going to put stumbling blocks in your way.
Any other questions?
Lack of understanding, lack of knowledge.
Speak up a little bit.
Lack of understanding is lack of knowledge. If I'm for my brothers, if I'm understanding of my brother, if I'm understanding of knowledge, can you teach me knowledge without violence?
Without violence, it says.
Can you understand me without the lack of violence? Can you,
That comes with the territory.
I
The
understand
scriptures
that.
say that Yahweh was an austere man. So he's going. So the minute the Lord isn't just going to come with you.
Can you walk by faith but not sight? It's a lot of people out here that's walking with their eyes open, but their eyes are really closed. You understand me? Their eyes are really closed, they're blinded. I understand that. I try to tell my brother and daughter, I'm a black man and I'm understanding of what you're saying. But you leading, no, hear me out. You leading with violence. Hear me out. You leading with violence for my lack of understanding. But if I walk in your understanding, and I've never dealt with your understanding, if I'm walking with your understanding, but I've never dealt with your understanding, can you lead me with the knowledge to understand the growth, what I'm dealing with?
What's violent about what you're saying?
Because you lead me with saying what you're going to do to me.
No. What the scriptures say or what they say?
No, what they're saying, what they're going to do with me. Because my lack of
No, the Lord's going to do it to you.
No. Hear me out. Y'all ain't lead with violence. Y'all ain't say what y'all was going to do.
You're on a different topic.
I understand that. I see that.
Right.
Without my eyes being, look, hear me out. Without my eyes being this, I can see that. My eyes being closed, I can see that. As a brother. And they just do right. I can see that. Regardless of what sides I throw up. They got violated when I threw up with you.
That's not
I get that though. I understand that though. But here's my thing. You felt personal off of my vibration. Of what my personal morals was. Instead of teaching what you coaching. All I'm saying is teach what you coach and walk by faith and not sight.
We all
walk
teach
by
that.
faith.
Alright, if you say you by faith, you wouldn't walk personal vendettas or come from another.
No, because you have to understand why you get cut. Hebrews 4.
Alright, that'll be just like right now. For all 6, 7 of y'all, jump on me. Beat me till I can't breathe no more. To this day, I can't breathe no more. You beat me till I'm down to the concrete. That'll be our personal vendettas, right?
You're doing a lot of
No,
talking.
you're doing a lot of
I'm not though, I'm not.
You're doing a little bit too
Hebrews
much
4,
talking. We on topic. What do you want to know?
I want to listen.
Okay, then listen.
Like what's
I'm listening.
Then stand right there and listen. If you got a sincere question, we might deal with it. But right now, we're going into salvation for the nation of Israel, man. It's not for everybody.
You said you might deal with it.
This is second.
Yeah, go ahead.
2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
If our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, man. We're not here to try. We're not here to force your eyes open.
I'm not for it.
Either you're gonna open your eyes. Either you're not gonna do nothing. But either the Lord is gonna open your eyes, or the Lord is gonna close your eyes, man. Whether it comes rough, rigged, nice, it's not for everybody, man. They got closed. So if the Lord's gonna open your eyes, whether it's rough and rigged, he's gonna open it, man.
Yep.
We're not worried about no. I hope you did good. How'd you do, brother? You know, we soft spoken. No, the men of the Lord are rough, rugged people, man. And if you don't want to hear it, get your ass down the street. There's a lot more sidewalk down the road. Walk.
It's nothing personal. They take shit personal. You know, like for instance, I said, what's violent that they're going to get you? But he's saying no. It's what the scriptures say what's going to happen to you if you don't get right. That went over his head. Your eyes not open, nigga. You still blind. You know? And so what you gotta understand, you're gonna be cut when you come up here. Hebrews 4, like what we just going into. You're gonna be cut when you're going the fuck off. Or when you're going up some hand signs and shit. When you're going up some hand signs and all that, you know, keep your foot, you know, when you go to the house of the Lord. You're not just guys up here, you know, trying to just get anybody.
Right.
You know, this is what you let.
Hey, and that's another thing. The reason why 2/3 of our people can't receive this truth, and it's a stumbling block because they guided by their emotions. Emotion have become the way of thinking. So when we start to talk, I guess aggressive to them or start to be cursing, and they feel some type of way. Man, why you gotta curse while you talking about the Lord? Why you gotta say this and say this?
Why you gotta say it like that?
Yeah.
You say 2 + 2 is 2, or is 4. Then you say 2 + 2 is fucking 4. It all leads to the same result, man. Y'all aggressive.
Yeah.
No, man. The Yahweh Shai was an austere man. He went into the temple when they was when they were selling and merchandise, and he flipped the table, man. And Yahweh Shai went up in there. Hey, Sadducees, Pharisees, I don't think y'all should be selling. Nah, he flipped that shit, man. Because Yahweh Shai he's passionate, just as we're passionate, just as the brothers down there is passionate, and the brothers further down are passionate, man. And the brothers likewise around the globe, we're passionate for this, and it may come off a certain way, man.
Yeah, a lot of the prophets, when they came on the scene, the Israelites said, hey, you coming peacefully? Because they know when the prophets on the scene, oh shit, motherfuckers start shaking their boot. Because what? The spirit of the Lord was on them to dish out judgment. Hey, this won't happen to y'all. If you don't get it right, then that happens. Hey, that's just a lot of the prophets. These people you see in these churches, they ain't no prophets. They're not telling you what's getting ready to happen. We telling you what's getting ready to happen.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 4. And it says, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not.
Yep, he has blinded the minds of them which believe not. We're not blinding you, man. This is the Lord Yahweh Shai blinding you ultimately because he didn't choose you. He didn't choose you, man. He chose the elected nation of Israel ultimately from the beginning of creation, man. So we don't know if we're part of the elect. That's why we're out here week in and week out. That's why we put up the videos daily, consistently, so that we can prove our election. Give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. Study to show thyself approved. Being brotherly, keeping the commandments to the best of your ability, paying tithes, giving alms, praying, fasting, studying, doing these things on a consistent basis so that we can receive mercy from the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. And if you don't get it, we're not going to follow you down the street, man. Because if we follow you down the street, or if we tell you something you want to hear, like the brother read in Isaiah 13, that's what he wanted to hear. Prophesy to cease. Tell me what I want to hear. Talk to me smoothly so I can understand it. Yeah. It's not, you didn't get it down there. You're not going to get it down here.
We just might be on different topics. You know what I'm saying? They probably was on what we was on at the beginning, getting on Jake, and then we switched over to basically the salvation, which is a little bit more softer. But we still gonna get on you. And it's no different. We the same body. That's what you gotta understand. We the same spirit.
Yeah.
Hey,
going back to Isaiah 58:1, cry out loud, spare not. We ain't supposed to be sparing your emotion, your feeling. You gotta tell you, hey, exactly what the words of the Lord says in the Bible.
And that's exactly what Jake operates on. Emotion. They come in that effeminate black woman spirit, man.
Yep.
They want to be effeminate. They want to operate based off emotions. And that's what led you to walk down the street, because you're not speaking or you're not thinking in a logical sense. Damn, is what they're saying really correct? I mean, because when we came into the truth, that's what we did. Yeah. We didn't care nothing about our feelings, our emotions. But is what the Lord said actually true? Is the white man really going to go into slavery? The Bible does say it. It matches up. I was speaking to ChatGPT last night. I was talking to it. It was agreeing with me. And I said it was one breakdown. And I said, okay, are you going to agree with my breakdown? Or are you going to agree with the Christian? It said, absolutely, I'm going to agree with yours. Because it's thinking logically. It's not thinking emotionally, and that's exactly the thing that we're not thinking based off emotion. Yeah. And it says you got to eat the whole with the bitter and the sweet. Because there's going to be bitterness to the scriptures, but there's also going to be sweet to the scriptures. You can't just take in the sweet. You can't just take in the bitter. You got to take in both, man. And that's what comes with eating the whole roll and going out and prophesying to the nation of Israel. Crying aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Show my people their transgression, the house of Jacob their sins. And if you do not repent and turn back to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua in sincerity and the truth, then you will be destroyed.
Yep.
You were there a little bit more now?
Come on, it was just a little bit more. And it says in 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 4, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach Yahushai, who is the image of the Heavenly Father Yahweh, should shine to them.
That's the only way, man, for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua to shine upon you. And if he's not going to shine upon you, then you're not going to shine. Arise, shine, for thy light has come.
Yep.
So the only way for you to shine is for Yahweh Shem Yahshua to sup with you, as it says in Revelation.
It's your mind, it's your spirit, it's your life.
Those angels, opening up and unlocking your mind.
Yeah, they doing some shit, you not know. It's angels. Because the Ephesians 6, we fight against we don't fight against spiritual wickedness in high places. So, we dealing with the spiritual aspect. We're being blinded by angels.
Nobody else, So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh in the pulling down of strongholds.
Yep. Can you read again one more time?
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh in the pulling down of strongholds.
Not carnal, man.
Yeah.
All this is of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua. It's spiritual, man. We're not here to, beat you in submission. You gonna believe this truth. That's what Christianity did. Back in the day, they beat Christianity into our people, man. And now you got this soft and effeminate, black people, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Now they think that everybody can be saved because it was beat into you, man. We're not here to beat it into you because then we're gonna get the sincere believers, man. We're here to tell you what you want to hear, man. We're not here to tell you what you want to hear. We're here to tell the truth of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua in the scriptures. And if you believe it, then Barak Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And if you don't believe it, then Shalak Rayam. Destruction, man. Walk down the street.
With that. This is Sirach, chapter 39. Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 39, verse 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. So it's plain to the holy, it's plain to his elect, the ones who he chosen to get this. But to the wicked, to 2/3 of our people, it's going to be a stumbling block. The angels are always going to be working on their mind, but they cannot get it. There's a reason why, Jake, we listen to the videos, might fall asleep. Or they might, come down here, hear the brothers preaching, and you got one of his friends might snatch that seed. His woman might snatch that seed out his brain, and then he just get to walking. A girlfriend might be like, man, don't be listening to them men. Yeah, them niggas born. They probably ain't got no women. Hey, let's come down here and just get something to eat and
That's party.
Yeah, and party.
They ain't got nothing better to do.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing better to do. So it's gonna be a stumbling block to the wicked. They ain't gonna get it. It's just gonna, they're just gonna keep on moving.
And I was gonna make a point real quick, because ultimately, man, the Lord want to kill them, man. He don't want them to get it. Like it said in Isaiah, how long should my people stay in this state of mind until the city be wasted without him? So our people, they're gonna be in that dumb state of mind, until the Lord destroy this place, man. But unto you it was given.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah,
see, the Lord want to save you. He want to deliver you.
Exactly.
You see?
Yeah.
It's like he told Jeremiah, before I formed you in the belly, I knew thee.
Yeah.
So the Lord knew us, man. Lord, when we're part of the elect, the Lord already said, I'm going to ordain you a prophet unto the nations. You're going to be saved. You're going to be redeemed. well, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna perish. But you're gonna be saved. That's how the Lord looks. The Lord doesn't look at us, as an emotional shit. He has been doing good for a little bit. I know I didn't make him part of the elect in the beginning, but I think I'm just gonna push him on in. No, that's not how the Lord operates, man. The Lord operates on logic, man, not emotionally. That's why we're in the position that we're in today. The Lord said, okay, you're going to follow my laws, statutes, and commandments, and if you don't do it, I'm going to curse you. I'm going to send you away. Lord said, we doing bad. The Lord gave us chance after chance after chance, man. And ultimately, the Lord said, I can't do it no more. Get up out of my face, man. That's why we're here today, man. But that's why also the Lord has had compassion on the elected nation of Israel, and ultimately on all of Israel, but it starts with the elected nation of Israel. It's not for everybody.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 18. Therefore has he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he harden.
So the Lord's gonna have mercy on whom he wants, man. It don't matter if it's a little kid. Little kid's gonna die, man. Little kid's gonna die. Old people's gonna die. If you're not part of the elected nation of Israel, then the Lord said, spare them not. If we get Ezekiel 9:4 real quick, the Lord said if they don't have that mark of exemption, that the law, they don't save them.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, man, and that could be your mama, that could be your, your wife, that could be your kids, whoever, man.
Ezekiel 9:4, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
When you go into that word mark in the Hebrew, it goes into tawah, which means a sign of exemption, a mark of exemption from judgment. So they have this tawah, this mark, which is not a literal mark on their forehead. It's a spiritual mark of exemption from judgment. Now you're going to have brothers, of course, who are going to be martyred in this truth. And speaking to myself first and foremost, got to understand that. But that's not judgment from the Heavenly Father Yahweh Shemi side. That's just being a martyr. And it says also in Psalm that the death of his saints is precious in the sight of the Lord Yahweh Shemi side. So if you got to die for this truth, man, don't look at it as judgment or wrath from the Heavenly Father. That's just a lot that the Lord had you in, man.
Ultimately, you taken away from possibly being eaten by the missiles. At that time, you were a martyr. You got Revelation 24 that solidifies your position. You're gonna be risen with the Lord, like I also says in 1 Thessalonians 4. The ones that sleep in the Lord, hey, they're gonna be risen with the Lord when He come back. And hey, you're gonna not help, but you're gonna be with the Lord gathering your brethren.
Hey, you're gonna be the first one on them ships too. Enduring through Jacob's trouble, those trials and tribulation, it's a whole lot of stuff that the elect gotta go through. So by you, hey, being a martyr for your house shot, getting your head chopped on that chopping block, hey, that's a quick it's a quick death, basically. You ain't gotta worry about going through the famine or going through all the pestilence and everything. You just gonna, a quick death, and you up there with your house shot.
Because the Lord knew you would be able to endure that. The Lord knew and understood that. I know if I put this man at death's door, he's going to endure it no matter what. If we get 1 Corinthians 10:13 real quick, because whatever the Lord sets in front of you, Lord willing, we're part of the elect, the Lord knows you're going to be able to bear it. You're going to be able to endure it, man. As if you got that the wall, the mark of exemption, you're going to make it, man. The Lord isn't going to give you that mark and say, I'm taking it back. No, that would make the Most High lie. That would mean the Lord changes. Everybody who has that mark at the wall was already preordained from the beginning to receive that mark, man.
That's what it's saying. The Lord's the author and finisher of your story. So He written your story. So you already know who's gonna make it.
Exactly.
1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
He will not suffer you to be tempted above that you're able. The Lord's not going to put you through something you can't get through. The Lord's not going to put you through something that He don't think you can't get through. So anything that we go through, the Lord has already said, I believe you can get through it. And if you can't get through it, then the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. Yeah. You had like Alizé. He, you already know he's been tempted and plagued by these demons. The Lord said, you can't deal with it, so I'm going to give you over to it.
Yeah.
But if the Lord was dealing with him, he would have been able to fight through it. But he wasn't operating on the spirit of the Lord Yahweh outside, but on his own flesh, on his own fleshly desires, his own plans. Therefore, he was given over unto them. You're not going to trust in me, then I'm going to let you be given over unto that disgusting lust.
Yep.
Because the Lord said, I will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able. So if the Lord gives you over to the temptation, then ultimately, the Lord's not dealing with you, man. Yep.
It says, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it.
But will with the temptation make a way for you to escape. The temptation was upon that said individual, and he wasn't able to escape it because he wasn't operating on the power of the Lord Yahweh outside. The Lord didn't give him a way to escape. If the Lord gave him a way, which really he did, but he didn't take it. Because if he would have hearkened unto the counsels, the apostles and elders were saying, 10 plus years of us telling you, hey, not doing the right thing, and then he was given over unto that, man. But the Lord is making a way for us to escape, the temptations that, plague us day in and day out, man. Each brother has our own, trials, our own tribulations, our own hardships and demons that we have to deal with day in and day out. But within going through these things, the Lord said, you're going to endure it. Ultimately, because the Lord said, I said you're going to endure it. Because if you're part of the elect, you don't have no choice but to endure it, man. Because you ain't got no choice, because you've already been ordained to endure to the end, man. It says that he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved, and that's the elect of the nation of Israel.
Yeah, worry about how the wicked shall perish, but worry about how the righteous shall be saved. That's what we worry about, how the righteous, for the righteous, the elect.
I got one for you out. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things, and hope for what? It says for they. Come read it again. It says in 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 18. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things, and hope for what? For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet shall not see the what.
So yeah, we're suffering the straight things, which is what, S-C-R-A-I-T?
Yes,
going to a degree of difficulties. So we're going through these difficulties, but within going through these difficulties, we're hoping for the wide, everlasting life, salvation, redemption. Ultimately, when you go up in that chapter, that city that is set upon a broad field and full of all good things. But in order to receive that city, you got to go through that straight and narrow gate, S-C-R-A-I-T, again, a degree of difficulty, that straight and narrow gate, in order to receive that wide, man, that salvation, that redemption, everlasting life, and ultimately not being touched by the judgment right of the Lord Yahweh outside.
Yeah, on that walk, every man got their own set path. You just don't want to fall in that deep water or that fire, because hey, you out. There ain't no coming back from that. And then ultimately, there ain't no coming back from you taking that fucking ship from the MOTB. There ain't no taking it out. Oh, sorry, Lord. No, you still mark. So hey, just make sure you stay on that path. The Lord always make a way. And the Lord's full of balance. You ain't always just gonna get hell, 24/7 or 10 years. The Lord gonna give you a little bit of shine, so to speak. A little bit of get a little bone, We almost out of here.
You got something going?
Get up to that.
Oh yeah.
All right.
This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous nevertheless. Afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
Afterward, it was you get a like read that last part again. afterward, you receive a peaceable fruit.
After,
righteousness.
Afterward, it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
Afterward, it yieldeth unto you a peaceable fruit of righteousness, man, that are exercised thereby. You've been enduring, you've been going through this and through that, you've been going through the chastening, man, because it's not joyous, man. You know, we don't take pleasure in this, man. You know, we're like, damn, I can't wait for the Lord to chastise me again. I can't wait for the Lord to break my car down again. I can't wait for the Lord to fire me from my job again. It's not pleasable, man. But going through this and going through the trials and tribulations and enduring the likes of that, we get to receive everlasting life, man. We get to receive salvation. God's, man.
Hey, you looking at it, the Lord is building your faith. He increasing it. And when times get ugly, times get hard, you know, these people out here claim that they believe in the Lord, they're gonna be putting their trust in themselves. They're gonna be leaning onto themselves. But the ones that the Lord is chastising, putting through that fire, that furnace of fire, they're gonna put their trust in the Lord. Just like the prophets, just like the what it said, look at the generation of old. See that either way they put their trust in the Lord was confounded. So this is what the Lord doing with his elect. When he take away their jobs, when he break down their car, when he put them through all types of suffering, what they gonna do? They're gonna call upon him. They're gonna depend on him. So they're gonna build up in the faith.
In those different trials and tribulations, building wisdom. You know, so those different tribulations you go through, it builds up wisdom. Sloppy, real.
Because when you go into Ecclesiastes, it says that wisdom shall bring you through treacherous paths to try you. Roughly paraphrasing. And then once she tries you, you say, okay, he's really sincere about this. Then that's when the Lord and wisdom begin to open up and to come unto you more, man. To sup with you.
Real quick. I was just gonna make a quick point, and another thing that it does too, it purges out that complaining spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because 2/3, you know what I'm saying, they had that spirit, you know, in the wilderness. Man. The Lord liked that shit.
Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And so, hey, it says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. So the times you're coming into, you know, you got to apply that wisdom. It's going to keep you stable, stability. You know, you're not going to give pace to the time of trouble. You know, you're going to sit here and let the Lord work. Everybody else, the rest of the world, you know, was boy committee. They're not going to rely on the Lord. They don't have the Lord. They don't know his name. Ain't no fear, because fear is the beginning of wisdom. Proverbs 1. Basically, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the rough paraphrase. So when you have the fear of the Lord, understand that he's bringing these plagues, he's bringing his hell upon you, the destruction of the wicked. You know, hey, it's light. Yeah, it's light. It ain't nothing. It's a light of beauty. A light is lit. You know? And so, hey, the Lord is around the corner. Because you be lying when you say that it's going to war. All the suffering that we're going through as of right now, it has to be a reward. And as long as we stay in our life, the Lord will, this is our life, not being a screw-ass nigga. We're going to be rewarded.
That's what the disciple Peter was asking Yahweh at the time. He said, we have forsaken all to follow thee. What are we going to receive therefore? And I've left off everything. I want a reward. He said, okay, you know, you either have forsaken, you know, houses, brethren, sisters, even your own lives shall receive 100-fold. Shall come through the regeneration with me, sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. 100-fold. So Apostle Peter was, or at the time, disciple Peter was asking as well, hey, I'm forsaking everything to follow you. What am I going to receive? And that's what again, going back in the Acts 1st chapter, they said, will thou now this time restore again the kingdom of Israel? And now the time for us to receive a reward? So yeah, we're looking for a reward, man. But we're not, at the same time, we're not prideful with it. We're coming humbly to the Lord Yahweh singing outside to, you know, to save us, and then Lord willing, within us, him saving us, we receive a reward from it. Got something?
This is Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 7, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord Yahweh, and who hope the Lord is. So it says, blessed is the man that trusts in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. So it's better than put your trust in the Lord than to put your trust in man. So when the times get hard, there's going to be a lot of people trying to put their trust in Donald Trump, Egypt, running down to Egypt for help, and it's going to fail them in the end. And they're going to lose everything.
Isaiah 30. Going to America, going to food stamps, WIC, going to your enemy for help. But what does it say? Never trust thine enemy. For like his eye on Russia, so is his wickedness, man. So you trusting in Egypt, you trusting in America, you trusting in your enemy, that's going to lead to your downfall, man, to your shame, to destruction. Because we're telling you, if we get Isaiah 10 and 20 real quick, and we're no longer staying upon our oppressors, our enemies no longer. We're staying and trusting in the Lord Yahweh Shai, man, in sincerity and in truth. It always got to be sincerity and the truth. We're not doing this for ourselves, to build up our own selves. We're here to build up the glory of the Lord Yahweh Shai.
Come on, I got this. Come on, this is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel.
There's that word remnant again. Because it's only speaking to the remnant of the nation of Israel, man.
That the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
In truth. In truth, man. So we're no longer staying upon Esau Edom, man. We're no longer staying upon the so-called white man. We're not trusting in him no longer. We're trusting in the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. We're trusting in him. We come with we're not trusting in their technology. We're not trusting in their science. We're not trusting in what because when you trust in them, now it brings forth Christianity. Now it brings forth confusion. Now it brings forth, all men are created equal. Now when you trust in them, now you bugged out thinking sodomy is okay. Now you think that shit's okay. But when you trust in the Lord Yahweh Shai, you come as a little child, a little son unto this, unlearning everything according to the world and relearning everything according to the Bible. Now you understand, okay, that's not right. I can't do this. Because when you're trusting in Egypt, when you're trusting in your oppressors, now you think, pork is good. Now you think you can eat pork, shellfish, crab, lobster, oysters, and now you think you're going to be okay, man. That is a delicacy now. But when you come into the Lord Yahweh Shai, you understand, I got to stay away from that. Not only does the Lord say, command us not to eat it, but it's not healthy for you. It doesn't give you any health benefits by eating it, man. It doesn't give you any health benefits by committing adultery with another man's wife. You think that when trusting in America, you believe that committing adultery and sleeping with another man's wife is okay, but you wouldn't want another man to sleep with your woman.
Exactly.
Because America brings forth nothing but confusion. That's what Babylon goes into, confusion. But we're staying and trusting in the Lord Yahweh Shai because that is where life is. That is where truth is. That is where sincerity is, man. Not with America, but with the Yahweh Shai.
No, I'm just backing you up because that scripture you brought out, weapons of our warfare not carnal. We read down, it says tearing down strongholds. So those are strongholds is upon the minds of the people, just like how it was upon us once. The Lord broke that shit down and really built us right back up to know what righteousness is. And it brings to mind of when Adam and Eve knew what they were doing. I mean, he said the angels was like, not down, sorry. The angels like, now they know what good and evil is. They like unto us. And so the main point is that we here to tear down these strongholds that's upon the minds of our people. So-called Black Latinos and Americans, and you just like foreigners. It's time to wake up. But now salvation there that we each believe that Romans 13 and 11. It's time to wake up on that. There's too much information age. We everywhere, all over the internet.
I got that precept. Just going back to that remnant. This is back in this Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach 23 and 27. And they that remain shall know that there is nothing better than the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and that there is nothing sweeter than to take heed unto the commandments of the Lord, Yahweh Shai.
Nothing sweeter, man. There's nothing sweeter. Because what America has brought you up to believe is that they're sweet. Look at this fucking shit. Look at all this, man. This is all filthy and ungodly, man. But when you come into the truth, you're like, man, this is sweeter than what America presented. This is sweeter and more beautiful than what America has presented and uplifted. Because all this shit is temporary. As you go into 2 Peter 3 and verse 10, but it says that all this is going to pass away, man. The elements, the BB King Boulevard, all this is going to be dissolved, man. Yeah, exactly. Us being ruled over, all this is about, because this is bizarro world, man. Bizarro world going into everything upside down. When you what, Superman or something like that, like when you go into the comics, he was fighting against somebody and they was in bizarro world, which is everything is upside down. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
It's just like if y'all know Mario Brothers, they had a game called Wario, and Wario was like the opposite. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting opposite the good guys. You know what I'm saying?
So this is Bizarre World, this is Wario, it's all upside down, man. But the Lord Yahweh is sending his son Yahweh. Yahweh is sending his son Yahweh to put everything right side back up. Yep. And we're here to chant the downfall of this place and uplift the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Israel, man. Which starts with the elect. It ultimately starts with Yahweh, man. It trickles down to the rest of the elect of the nation of Israel, man. This isn't for everybody, man. Gotta keep bringing that out because people think that everybody can make it, man. Not everybody can make it, man.
This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 8, verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High has made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
Yeah, so Bizarre World, that's for many. Y'all can keep that shit. We don't want it. We want the kingdom of heaven, man. If we can get 2 Peter 3, verse 13, real quick. It says the Lord has made this world for many, but the world to come for you, man.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
This is what we're looking for. This is what the disciples and the prophets of old was looking for, man. New heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. There is no righteousness here. There is no perfection here. There is no judgment and justice in this society, man.
Yeah.
This place, what does it say? Damn. In Ecclesiastes. I forget how it goes. It's in Ecclesiastes where sentence against judgment is not executed. Therefore, the hearts of the man is set and then to do evil. There's no justice here.
Isaiah 59 and 15, yea, truth faileth, and he, I got a sign. And he that departed from evil, making himself a prey, it says, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment.
Truth faileth, man, and there is no justice here. There is no truth. There is no perfection. There is no stability, peace here, man. Therefore, we're looking for this place to be destroyed and for the Lord Yahweh to usher in and to bring forth a place of brightness, a place of peace, of safety, man. You can't allow your children just to run around in this place. They'll get snatched up, they get popped, they get killed. This and that. We're not looking for this place to continue because it breeds forth nothing but wickedness and ungodliness, man. Why would you want to live in a place that is so filthy? It stinks. Yeah. This place is disgusting, man. You got a big ass trash bin over there. You got a whole lot of filth in it, man. Bullshit. A whole lot of bullshit, man. Just sitting there. I ain't no telling how long it's been sitting there. This concrete is filthy. I'm tired of looking at it.
The Mississippi River is Dookie Brown.
Yeah. Dookie Brown.
Water's supposed to be
And it shows you in Esau Kingdom the true fella. Like, look what brothers do, edifying videos, just going into the history, just speaking the truth. And he just clip you, give you a strike. But here it is, man, you got videos of women half naked twerking, man, niggas getting killed on camera, but he ain't clipping them videos. But he'll clip a video, you telling the truth, exposing him. That just shows you the true fella in this kingdom.
It says true fellas and give that making themselves afraid. So we've departed from evil, man, and we become the. Now they're looking at us, man. They're gonna come after us.
Yep.
They're gonna label us as terrorists. They're gonna label us as this person and that person. They're gonna say that we make ourselves afraid. And Yahweh made himself a prey, but within being made a prey, Yahweh was made forth a king, man. He was made forth a God. He was made forth to sit next to the Heavenly Father on the right hand side, man. And we're coming in that same stead, man. Because soon the prey is going to become the predator. Soon we're going to be, now we're going to be bringing forth judgment. Now we're going to bring forth, stability, truth, judgment, and justice, man. No longer, man.
Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters. And right now we fishing. We're going to turn to the hunters, Lord will. That's our life. It says, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every high hill, out of the holes of the rocks. And that's going into the elite. We're going to put the elite down. Because what it say, the kingdom shall be taken by force. Yeah. We're going to take the kingdom back from Yahweh Shai. And Lord, we are his men. We stand our lot. We pass our tests. And when New Jerusalem come down, it's over with. The remnant of Esau, Moabites, so-called Japanese, Chinese, Ammonites, Japanese, all other nations are going to be put down and go into captivity. Right. That's what's going to happen. So right now we're fishing for the nation of Israel. Then you're going to be hunted. We're going to turn to hunters. Exactly. Just backing the brother up. Y'all got something? I got one. This is a rock. 10-1, because what's wrong is the wrong people are ruling. Yeah, exactly. That's why everything is fucked up. If you don't like my language, fuck on God. So Rock 10-1, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So
as the ruler of the people is, so is those who follow him, those who live in the city, man. And we're seeing who is in rulership today. Esau, them so-called white men. Therefore, what comes after them is nothing but what they are, filth, abominations. Yep. This place is nothing but filthy, and you can look at this place and see who's ruling, man. You can look at this place and say, damn, yep, so-called white man's in rulership. This is his kingdom. This sure ain't our kingdom, because our kingdom ain't going to be like, our kingdom is not going to be ran like this. So like Yahweh Shai's kingdom is not going to be ran like this, man. It's going to be order, stability. Women ain't just going to be walking around doing whatever the fuck they want. Men ain't going to be bugged out. There ain't going to be no, within the nation of Israel, which, all people on earth is going to be blessed with them being tributaries and serving us. Yeah. But you're not going to have, all the nation of Israel is going to be immortal. You're going to have, it ain't going to be no homelessness, starvation. What's that? What's that?
Isaiah 60.
Going into, I think, Proverbs 29:2. I think it's 29:2. The people born. Yeah, when the people are, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Yeah. I believe that's 29:2. Yeah. We get that real quick.
Because Isaiah 60 talks about how the nation of Israel won't be no more poor. Exactly. It ain't gonna be without really coverage. which the first cover is Yahweh Hashem. You know, he's gonna make everything right for us.
Ain't gonna be no damn trash pickups in our kingdom, man. Ain't gonna be no trash in our kingdom, man.
Yeah.
We got a spoon.
This is Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Yep.
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
We're seeing that right now, man. We can obviously see that the wicked is in rulership, man.
Yep.
And that the righteous are not in their right authority seat, man. Starting with Yahweh Shai, man. The people mourn their starvation, you know, rapists, pedos. There's all sorts of filthiness and abominations in this society. Witchcraft, you know, sex rings, you know, people being, your children, trafficking, homeless veterans. The people who fought for your country are now homeless. Make that make sense, man. There's no sense of direction within society, within America, man. It all starts with America, then it just trickles on down to the rest of the people, man. But once we get in our kingdom, man, everybody's going to be rejoicing. Of course, the other heathen nations, they're going to be mortals. They're not going to be perfect. They're going to go off. And when they fuck up, they sin, and they go off, then judgment is going to be brought forth, man. We're going to get on your ass because that is judgment. That's justice, man. There's got to be some type of law and order, man. Because Esau has let everybody just be run rampant, man.
Yeah.
They create a sense of law, a sense of order, but people still do what the fuck they want, man.
I was gonna say that's why the law is slack.
Exactly.
Judgment they go forward. That's why our people, man, they'll do a crime, then they'll get back out the next day. That's why you got a whole lot of break-ins over here in Memphis. My niggas just be breaking their car rapidly and just getting away with it. Like they don't never receive a punishment. They're gonna teach them, hey, not to do that again.
Exactly. Because back in the ancient world, if a man is worthy of death, he's getting stoned, man, in front of the people. And then within stoning him, it shows the people, you know, to fear the Lord Yahweh. It installs a sense of fear. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stone him. Glad it's not him, or glad it's not me, and better him than me. Now I'm not going to do it because it presents a sense of fear and stability to the Lord Yahweh outside, man.
It was happening to kids on up. There wasn't no leeway. Kids in these homes all the time, take it to the elders, and put them up bad. And you gotta go. We can make it up, you gotta go.
Hey, I was gonna make that point because it shows you that in that movie with Tyrese Gibson, you know what I'm saying? You know when his son got stolen.
No, not taken.
Waist deep.
Yeah, waist deep. You remember the game? You remember when dude was stealing from him and he had cut off his arm in front of everybody? He said, see, this is what you do for stealing from him.
And they still do stuff like that over there in Asia. You know, certain countries used to call them stealing. Their hand get took it. Hey, that's an example of, hey, don't be like this guy or this woman. Ain't no respect for persons with your hard about you on shot. Get that shit out of your head.
You got something, bro?
Yeah, I was basically regarding the kings of this world and the stuff they do behind closed doors. This is Sirach chapter 23, starting at 18. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying thus in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. Exactly.
So the Lord knows what the fuck you doing, man. Yeah. Even if you turn the lights off and you in your dark room, the Lord ain't see me. But ultimately, we broke the wedlock, man. Because the Lord likened us unto his wife, and we broke wedlock and we slept and we went to follow after other gods, man. We thought the Lord don't see us.
Yeah.
We follow after other gods and we can still serve the Lord. But just as the brother brought out in that Matthew 10, man, or either Matthew 10 or Matthew 6, you can't serve two masters, man. You had Jake doing that. They trying to serve other guys and then trying to come back to the Holy Land, trying to keep Passover. And we see that today, man. You try to break wedlock against the Lord Yahweh sitting outside, and then you think nobody sees you, man. There's got to be a judgment that comes with that, man. And within, because when you go into that Jeremiah 6, I believe, maybe I think 6 going into how we broke, how a woman is defiled when she sleeps with another man. Yeah. But then it says that you have also did that, return unto me. That shows the compassion of the Lord Yahweh Shemiyah. Even though we broke from wedlock, even though we went and followed after other gods and sinned against Him, the Lord has mercy on us and brought us back into the fold, man. Yeah, you got it. Oh, you got it.
Good. I was just gonna land back off of the brother precept about the eyes of the Lord.
Big bitches gotta go.
Yeah. About the eyes of the Lord, it's 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Even King David said it. Right here in Psalms 139 in verse 12 in the NLT, it says, "But even in darkness I cannot hide from you. To you the night shines as bright as day. Darkness and light are the same to you."
Yep. That's it. You got it.
Yeah, man. So hey, even when you think you hide, man, the Lord sees you, man. You can get in your room, you can cut all the lights off, close the blinds. The Lord still see your ass, man.
More than good kid. Yeah. The Lord saw it.
Yeah, man. Like, gotta get man. I'm gonna do it out from around the brother. You know what I'm saying? The Lord still sees you.
So, Lord willing, this camp lesson was edifying to the spirits, volume default. Before we end off, we're going to turn and face the east and give our praise, honor, glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kadash.
And double honors as always to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.